Uganda has more than 4 million people with a hearing impairment, according to the 2016 National Housing and Population Census. However, whenever they are wronged or seek justice, obtaining restitution from police and courts of law remains a challenge due to the communication hurdles that they have to deal with, as they do not have sign language interpreters. Sulaiman Balinya, a sign language project coordinator at Uganda National Association of the Deaf, is among many who is hard of hearing that have faced such challenges. For the first days in court, Balinya did not have a sign language interpreter. He had no idea what was going on in court. He almost gave up until someone came to his rescue and provided a sign language interpreter.
And what I did, I had to get an NGO who helped me to facilitate the lawyer.
There are many deaf people that have faced and some are still facing such challenges. They say they often get their cases postponed due to this communication challenge.
Yeah, what I've realized is that I've seen deaf people who are brought to court and their cases have been adjourned just because there are no sign language interpreters.
Most of the challenges of communication start at the police, where statements are recorded. The deaf say sometimes there is a miscommunication which later affects the cases when presented to court.
You know, sometimes we've seen that these police officers, they just guess and they write anything. They just assume and they will write anything just because they cannot communicate. And that is the challenge. It's true we have the laws, and the government is responsible to make sure that these police officers are trained.
Some of those who are hard of hearing have not gone to school and hardly communicate effectively when presenting their cases using sign language, but rather do the simple gestures that are hard to interpret.
So if a deaf person uses his or her natural signs, we need to have two people in the court to support this deaf person. One, we shall need to have a professional sign language interpreter. Two, we shall have another deaf person who understands these local signs, all the gestures.
Judiciary spokesperson Jameson Karemani says government has a long-term plan to recruit permanent sign language interpreters. He says at the moment they try to provide services to those with hearing impairments when they seek services.
We may not necessarily deploy in each and every court, but once we have them, we are able to send them to various courts as and when they are needed, and we feel that that will be cheaper, it will be quicker, and we shall keep updating them with trainings so that they adopt our nature of work.
Those with hearing impairments say it's the responsibility of government to hire sign language interpreters, not individuals. Nobat Atkunda, NTV Weekend Edition.